What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today when I talk to you about GameStop, I want to go over some of the current data points, break it down on what shorts did, and go over everything else that you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So GameStop did go down 2.45%. Broader market for the most part was pulling back, with exception of a handful of sectors, but regardless, it was kind of breaking down all in all. Not that much in institutional transactions today, so no transactions on the secondary market above $100,000, but overall there was 3.9 million shares being traded. 9.6 is the average. So a lot of algorithmic trading, and as I've been stating, that's kind of that alongside shorts have been making up the majority of the volume. So that lies kind of your problem in the short term. It's just lower and lower volume. And with lower volume, it is very easy to manipulate a stock. Essentially, no news from the company itself. So kind of just piggybacking off of the broader market. Like I said, just with a dash of extra manipulation for GameStop. But today, shorts did increase 60,000 shares. 9.28% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 37.97 million shares overall are being shorted. Utilization is 31.67, and then short score is 62.98%. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting scenario all in all. So do you guys still believe that GameStop is a squeeze play, or are you liking the fundamental business? Of course, their balance sheet is quite good, so I think that is a pretty appealing thing, but still I think GameStop should be a lot higher than where it is. And based on the options, there was 9.05 million in calls, 1.64 million in puts. 47% of all the options being done today were bearish, insinuating that there's a little bit more downside anticipated. Of the call options that were purchased, there's a consensus for it to be kind of around that 22.50 range by the end of this week. And then looking at puts, you see a consensus for it to be kind of sub roughly that $20 mark. So in my opinion, a little bit more upside is anticipated based on that, but clearly the frequency and just the numbers are oriented towards more downside. So not the best all in all, but no matter what though, options is just merely a sentiment. It does not move the stock price. Right now with it at $20.70, it is trading between this S1 and the pivot. So $20.24 is going to be that next strong support. Wasn't touched whatsoever today. And then $22.42 is going to be the next strong resistance slash target, which similarly, that was not touched. Quickly moving over to IBKR. So the technicals as of right now, so MACD is kind of neutral, not really showing all that much. Stochastic RSI, you see a bearish deviation, so the orange line above the blue, so it's starting to kind of show some signs of pulling back. At the same time, I have the ALMA super trend, 50, 100, and 200-day moving averages. So currently it is below the 50-day moving average, and generally GameStop was showing a lot of signs that it wanted to break out, as what I previously mentioned in videos, but didn't really have enough support coming from institutions. And so lo and behold, that's where it's starting to pull down. So it does show some signs of more breaking. $20 will be a very big psychological point as well. So in my opinion, I think it is going to kind of continue to trend down. Which is kind of normal, right? Every time it does fail to get above a very key resistance level, it consolidates, gains some strength, and again tries again. So in my opinion, I think that is going to happen before it does fully break out, and most likely either the elections or the next rate cut could be that X factor to really propel GameStop higher. As I've mentioned, a lot of entities that are shorting stocks similar to GameStop is going to be losing a lot of their money when the broader market really just propels higher. So what they'll do is try to mitigate risk, and this is where in turn they'll kind of cut GameStop out. And just to give you a quick overview, based on this right here, it does show the typical, I guess, short position is held by 50 or during 51.98 days, if that kind of makes sense. So it goes to show that shorts are somewhat in it for the long haul, if that makes sense. So it's not just a quick swing trade to them, it's physically like they want to get in and they're anticipating significant pullback. So what is your thoughts on For instance, everything to do with GameStop. There hasn't been any recent analyst ratings, nothing like that. Last one was $10 sell by Wedbush. That was last month. Analyst who has a 45% success rating. So despite the good balance sheet, GameStop is just, I guess, not of interest anymore. So what is your thoughts on GameStop? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. On a side note, if you're looking for obviously a lot of good information, such as analyst ratings, forecasts, ownership, everything that you need to know in one location, take a look at 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧, completely free. Link in the description below and also the comments. So yeah, what's your thoughts on GameStop? And one final thing I just wanted to share with you, take advantage of this promo. It does give you 8 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So this is a must kind of deal that you must take advantage of. It is only up until November the 30th, so make sure you guys take advantage of that. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you guys watching.